For many of us, the last couple of years of living through a pandemic have really caused us to get to know our neighbors like never before. Remember those early days when everyone was just home all the time? Maybe in part it was our shared experience, but I think mostly it was just the lack of distractions and other stuff on the calendar. It forced us to root down a little more and to become really familiar with our surroundings. Maybe being home lots and lots is still your reality, or maybe you find yourself with all new surroundings and people that you've never met before. So let's remember that our neighbors are also just the people that are around us wherever we go about our days. When we look at Jesus' life, at how he was with those around him, we see him double down on the importance of presence. He gets to know names. He takes long walks with others. He asks questions. He invites himself to dinner and sticks around long after the meal is done. He is present. And by being present, Jesus made sure that those around him felt known and seen and loved too. Sadly, another thing our culture has experienced over the past couple of years is an increase in division. Some issues have become so polarizing that they've ended friendships, split families, broken church communities. We've experienced on big and personal scales lots of relational damage. Differences have become dividers. So where does the Jesus way of loving your neighborhood and your neighbors fit into all of that? Well, hope-filled leaders would say that it's about presence, proximity, knowing one another and entering into one another's stories, learning from your neighbors and getting to know names, taking long walks, asking questions, inviting yourself to dinner and sticking around long after the meal is done, the Jesus way. So maybe the challenge to love our neighbors better is simple, to be truly present, to log some FaceTime and conversation, and to make sure that those around us are known and seen and loved. So let's try it this week. Whatever stage of familiarity you are at with your neighbors, let's be intentionally present on our streets and in our lobbies and our parking lots and our pathways. Maybe it's as simple as asking the name of that neighbor who you always sync up with taking out the garbage, or learning more about the life of that familiar cashier at the drugstore. The more we learn one another's names, the more we hear their stories, the less barriers there are, and the better we can love our neighborhoods.